Hello, my friend. Welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. This is episode number 378, and today we're going to talk about the 5 top benefits of building a body of work around a theme or idea for your art. My name is Sergio Gomez. I'm an artist, curator, gallery owner, author, and co-founder of the Art Next Level program. And my goal with this channel is to make marketing and art business easy so that you can grow your art career, find new opportunities, sell more art, and spend more time creating in the studio. So if you like that, make sure you click on the subscribe button and click on the little bell so that you receive notifications of our future videos. Well, my friend, welcome back to Breakfast with Sergio. I took a little break, about a 6-month or maybe more of a break, and I'm happy to be back again here on my kitchen table. Talking to you about this idea of how to build a body of work that can have a huge benefit for you as an artist in your art career. So we're going to take a look today at what are the, in my consideration, what are the top 5 benefits for you to building this body of work. So let's first start with answering the question, what is a body of work, right? What exactly is a body of work? If you are new to this idea or this word as an artist, well, let's just kind of go through that first. A body of work is simply a collection, a series of works that you create, but that they connect to each other in some way or fashion. It's a way in which you can, organize your thoughts, your ideas, and make the work, around that body of work. So we call it body of work, right? And, when you're building a body of work, you want to look at what's the idea behind it. What is the theme? What is the connectivity between all these pieces? What is going to bring this all together? Even though they are different works, they can all be together around this idea, this theme, this collection, this series. And, the thing to think about when building a body of work is unity, right? What is the unity? Now, that doesn't mean that every artwork has to be the same, or it has to have the same colors, or it has to have exactly the same styles or the same of everything. No, actually, they could vary from piece to piece, but again, there's something that brings them together. You think about my breakfast today. It's just some fruits on the plate, but each one is a totally different fruit that grows in different ways, that comes probably from different parts of the country, or outside of the country, who knows? But they're all here together in my plate, so they are all fruits, right? In the same way, when you think about building a body of work, think about what is the thing that's going to bring all of these pieces together. Now, a body of work can consist of, 5 works, 8 works, 10 works, 20, 30, you name it. I have myself done bodies of work from as little as about 6, 7 pieces and as many as 68. I once did a whole series of 68 works, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. They were small works. So let's talk about what are the benefits, because I think there are really strong benefits for you as an artist to think about building a body of work. So the first one that I can think of is when you build a body of work, you have an opportunity to increase focus and to increase direction, right? You can think about building a body of work to increase focus and direction. As an artist, sometimes, we get distracted. We get motivated by different things. So we go in the studio, we're making a work of art, we're working on something, and then we get an idea for something else, and we jump to something else, and then we jump to something else. And I know many artists who really struggle focusing on something. And they say, Sergio, I have a problem focusing. So my answer for you, my friend, if that is you, building a body of work allows you to focus, to have a direction, to have a plan of action, to say, I'm going to work in the studio and I'm going to do a body of work of about 5 pieces or 8 pieces or 10 pieces, however many you want, around this type of idea. So when you work in the studio, you don't get distracted by many other things. So you go to Instagram and now you want to do what the other person is doing. None of that. Because you have a vision, you have an idea, you have a purpose, and your goal is to accomplish that, to get that done. The second benefit that I see on building a body of work around a theme or idea is that it allows you to also develop perhaps a unique style that you can work together. I know many artists kind of struggle with finding their style, particularly at the beginning. You're an emerging artist. Maybe you're still struggling and trying to figure out what is it that is yours that people can recognize and so on. So building in a body of work around a certain topic or idea allows you to kind of hone in and work in unison towards this idea. And what you will find is as you create each piece kind of will give you ideas for the next one. And then you're working on the second one that give you ideas for the third one, and so on. It gives you a great progression. What also is very interesting to look back and see how your first piece relates to your last piece in that body of work or in that series. So allows you to explore kind of like this unique style to really perfect it, get better at it, whatever it is that you do. It doesn't matter if you are an abstract artist or you are a figurative artist or, still life artist, doesn't really matter. Portrait artist, you name it. It doesn't really matter, but just kind of focusing on that idea, can help you to get that, style that you're working on, more refined. So much, much better than jumping in, doing all different things every time that you walk in your studio, which happens to too many artists. The third benefit that I see from building a strong body of work is that it also allows you to find more opportunities for exhibitions, more opportunities to show your art, more opportunities to present it to others, more opportunities to do things, because you have something together that you have kind of packaged it as a series or as an edition or as a body of work. And I found myself as an artist over the years creating different series or different types of work, different collections or bodies of work around a specific idea. It has really opened a lot of opportunities for me. I have done museum exhibitions that are specifically, around a body of work that I created. I have done bodies of work about all kinds of topics, from social justice, like immigration and human rights, all the way to I've done other things, related to cycles of life, the seasons of the year, etc. I love to go back and forth, and every time I create a body of work, I think about ideas that I can pursue and then go for it. And when I'm done, then I can find more opportunities because that's an idea that's already packaged. It's ready to roll to a gallery, to a museum, to a pop-up show, to whatever you want, even for an online exhibition. So there are really, really great opportunities for that once you create a body of work. The fourth one is, as a benefit of building a body of work around an idea or a theme for your art, is that also allows you to increase your exploration on that idea. A lot of times as an artist, we are, too wide. Like, okay, I'm going to have an idea for something, you make that work, and then you finish that one, and then you have an idea for something else, you do that one. But so you're kind of like tasting that, right? Like if I'm doing just tasting my breakfast, but not really getting into it. The best way for me to get into my breakfast is to, go right into each fruit, take a banana, take, a strawberry, and then take the blueberries and really, this looks really good. And then really taste it, as I go and as I continue to dig into my plate, I'll have a much better experience. I'll learn more about the fruits and the taste and how they feel in my mouth. It's exactly the same way when you're building your body of work, allows you to go deeper, exploring further an idea. Instead of just diving into that idea, you can actually go deep into it. You can explore. And what you'll find, at least in my experience, that when I start exploring an idea and I begin with one or two pieces, all of a sudden, like possibilities begin to open up, like, oh, wow, now what if I do this? What if I do that? What if? So, each painting becomes the result of my investigation, of my research. So, building a body of work, is really research. You are researching, putting the time in the studio to build each piece, which will get you closer and closer to that which you want to know more about, to that which you want to understand more about, or to that which you want to speak more about through your art. So it's a great benefit as an artist to increase your artistic exploration and ideas, to go deep versus wide. And the last one, my friend, the last benefit that I see on creating a body of work for your art as an artist based on a theme idea, digging deeper, engaging deeper in a more meaningful way with your audience, with your people, with those who are looking at your artwork, with the viewer. In other words, you have an opportunity when you build a body of work around your art or around a theme or topic to really bring people inside and to really bring them into a deeper conversation as if they're only looking at one piece. But here's the reality, everybody connects to different pieces. If I look at a work of art, I may like it, I may not. I may have a connection with it, I may not. Same thing with you. However, when you have, 10, 15, 20 of them, maybe you, out of that collection, there'll be one or two that will really speak to me versus the first one, not as much. And so that allows me also to look at a wider range of ideas, of works from you as the artist, when I look at that body of work. So again, allows you to invite the viewer to a bigger understanding. Also allows for you as the artist to speak about this body of work in more meaningful ways, because now you have more than one piece that you can talk about on that idea. You can create a whole narrative about how you went from one piece to the next, and to the next, and to the last one. So again, gives you a lot more material content for you to talk about your work, to get out into the world, to share in your social media, to share in your email newsletter, to share with others, and allow others to come in closer to you to get a deeper understanding of what is it that you want to say with that body of work. So those are the top 5, my friends, the top 5 ways in which I think building a body of work around a team for your art, building a collection or a series will really help you out as an artist. Particularly if you're an emerging artist watching this video, you've been thinking about this, well, now you have 5 reasons of why you totally should do it. And by the way, if you need help, in building a body of work and what to do with it, how to start it, how to think about it, and how to get it out into the world, in the month of April, I'm going to be doing a challenge inside the Art Next Level program, which is my mentoring and coaching program for artists. We're going to be doing a whole challenge, brand new, amazing challenge on how to build a body of work from start to finish. And it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be really great. We're going to look at the marketing part of it. We're going to look at the studio part of it. We're going to look at the mindset, wellness part of it, getting it out into the world. So you don't want to miss it. If you want to be part of that challenge, just go to my website, theartistnextlevel.com, where you can find more information on how to sign up to the Art Next Level program. Once you're in the program, then my friend, you are in the challenge. You'll be all ready for April's challenge on how to build a body of work. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Do me a big favor, share it with all your friends, because many other artists need to hear this idea on how they can benefit from building a body of work. So have a good day, and I will see you in the next episode of Breakfast with Sergio, my friend. Goodbye. But wait, before you leave this video, if you are an artist who wants to grow your art career and wants to achieve greater success, make sure you check out the Art Next Level program. You will find a link under this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the next video that we have recommended just for you.